We've been a leader in banking for more than 100 years. You'll find us here, at home, on your phone, and everywhere you go. Renaissance Bank. Understanding you. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Sponsored by Renaissance Bank.
Good afternoon and welcome to Daily Journal Newsbreak, sponsored by Renaissance Bank. Today's Thursday, July 19th, and I'm your host, Elizabeth Walters. We're going to take a look at the top news and sports stories from Northeast Mississippi, but first, let's start with your weather forecast. For the rest of the day, we're going to have partly cloudy skies with a high of 92 and a low of 73 and a 20% chance of rain. And taking a look at the next 3 days, on Friday, we have a 40% chance of rain with a high of 97 and low of 74. On Saturday, a 50% chance of rain with a high of 94 and low of 71. And on Sunday, skies will clear and we'll have a high of 91 and a low of 70. Now let's take a look at today's top headlines. Alfred Rankin started his new role as Mississippi's Commissioner of Higher Education earlier this month, and he's currently on a tour of the state's 8 universities and their satellite campuses. And Rankin has quite the resume. Before taking on his new role, he was president at his alma mater, Alcorn State University, a professor at Mississippi State, acting president at Mississippi Valley State, and the deputy commissioner for the institutions of higher learning. Rankin stopped by the Daily Journal on Wednesday to discuss his goals, and he said he will work to raise the education attainment level since Mississippi is last in the nation and the percentage of citizens that have bachelor's degrees. He said, quote, "We can take students as they come to us. You don't have to be in the top 5% of your high school class to go to college, and I'll be working hard to get the message out there of how valuable a college degree is," end quote. Attorney General Jim Hood sent letters to over 50 state officials on Wednesday asking them to preserve records they have related to a planned frontage road in the neighborhood of Lieutenant Governor Tate Reeves. Our media partner Mississippi Today obtained the letter, and 2 hours after it was sent, Reeves released a statement saying he had not been made aware of any communication between anyone within the office of the Lieutenant Governor and the Department of Transportation suggesting political pressure on this matter. He went on to say that he was not surprised Hood was playing political games based on what appears to be false and discredited reporting by a newspaper referencing last week's article in the Clarion Ledger. Before Wednesday, Hood declined to comment on the controversy, which stems from plans for a road from 2 neighborhoods, both located at the same intersection, to the Dogwood Festival Shopping Center. The plans are to make it easier for residents of the Oak Ridge Trail and Dogwood Place neighborhoods to turn left onto Lakewood Drive into Jackson. The chairman of Tupelo's Police Advisory Board presented a vision for the group's future. Bill Allen addressed Tupelo City Council on Tuesday night, and he said the group's focus going forward will be on building a profile in the community. The advisory board was created in response to controversy and protests after an officer-involved shooting in 2016. Allen's remarks coincided with the board's 1-year anniversary. Allen has urged the citizen volunteers that sit on the advisory board to have greater engagement with the community. He also said he believes the board has fostered a better relationship with the Black community. And in sports, along with Mississippi State on Wednesday, Alabama took the stage at SEC Media Days, and Crimson Tide head coach Nick Saban gave no indication of who will start at quarterback for the Tide this season. Saban made a change at quarterback in last season's national championship, which ultimately led to the Crimson Tide's victory over Georgia. Saban told the media that he will continue to tell them the same thing, that it's still to be determined as to who is going to play quarterback at Alabama. Saban also took questions about his age. He's turning 67 in October, and he said he shows no signs of slowing down, and he's really enjoying what he's doing right now as long as he's healthy and he can do it. And that does it for Newsbreak on this Thursday. Don't forget that this show is just one of the many offerings courtesy of the Daily Journal that gets you news off the page and on the go. And for Ole Miss and Mississippi State fans, you can listen to the Double Coverage podcast with beat reporters Parrish Alford and Logan Lowry. Look for a new episode later today in Apple Podcast, Google Play, and at doublecoverage.djournal.com. Each story discussed today on Newsbreak can be found in your Daily Journal or online at djournal.com, where you can also find a new episode of Newsbreak each weekday. Thanks for joining us. I'm Elizabeth Walters. Have a great Thursday.